Thank you for staying with us. Now, music helps people express emotions, convey information, encourages new friendships, and has always been an important part of human culture. Generating good music involves a combination of various elements like voice, instruments, and other sounds that could be turned into music. One instrument that has existed for hundreds of years and continues to gain popularity is the piano. Referred to as the king of instruments, the piano, which has 88 keys, when played, can be soothing to the soul and has a diverse range of tunes based on how the musical keys are combined. The piano is so important as a musical instrument that it has a day set aside for it to be celebrated. Well, joining us in the studio is a pianist from the Muson Center, Oluwatosin Ajayi. Good morning. Thank you for joining us on TVC Breakfast.
Good to see you, Tosin.
Thank you for
Welcome.
having me.
It's interesting to hear that the piano is called the king of instruments and it has a day set aside to celebrate it. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, okay. The piano is a member of the keyboard family. So the piano, just like the organ, have a host of keys. And mostly the organ is what is usually termed as the king of instrument because of its majestic size, and because it kind of combine the effect of multiple instruments together, like like you have an orchestra, and it can also represent such thing, like you have the violin sound, the flute sound, so it's more like all in one. That's king. So the piano in itself too have similar character to the organ in terms of representing several mood. Like in orchestral music, sometimes you want to create a particular kind of mood. You have the brass give you ba-ba-ba-bam, and maybe you want to create some kind of melancholic thing, and you have the string just giving you a very sober. Yeah. So the piano have the ability to interpret all of that, and all in one. So it can do so much. Right. Then it got its nickname from that.
When it comes to moods and all of that, it seems not a lot of people understand the impact that music has on mood. Talk to us basically how music can impact our moods or swing us from side to side when it comes to the kind of mood that we want to have per time.
Yeah, music, and most importantly, piano music, have a way of stimulating your brain, because of those sound and the way it produces its sound. Somehow you are not aware of it, but it's just communicating with your new kind of your nervous system, your DNA, your neurons somehow, that even if you are so moody, you don't know when you snap out of it. And it's that powerful. Piano music is very powerful because of so many lovely tunes, all those kind of things. You just find yourself, maybe you were in a sad mood, you just find out you forget about those things and you're enjoying the music, and at the same time, it's healing.
Oh, wow, no wonder pianists get lost when they are playing, the piano. You see them just get into the mood of the strings and the keys. But talk to us about the joys of playing the piano from your experience.
Yes, talking about the pianist getting lost in the music. The piano is one instrument that offers a win-win situation, Unlike you're rendering service to some people, or the people are enjoying your service, but you are not enjoying it. Or you just do that you are working for money and that's all. But in terms of the piano, you play to an audience, they are so enjoying it so well, and even you too, you are lost into the music, you fall in love with it, it's so beautiful. So it's a win-win. The piano has got so beautiful sound, it's like, oh, you enjoying what you are doing.
I'm sure you've had several of those moments. Talk to us about them.
Oh, so many, so many. Every moment is always an exciting one, and I always look forward to every performance. If I'm going to give a concert, definitely I'm going to practice, and a lot of preparation goes into it. But then I always look forward to the excitement from the music. Like I always say, I teach at the School of Music in Muson Center. I always say to my students that before you can pass any music to your audience to enjoy, you have to pass it to yourself. Oh, yeah. You have to enjoy it first of all. You have to like it. It has to make sense to you. Yeah. Then it can make sense to the audience. So in that light, I always look forward to my own performance myself. Like, I'm excited to play. Like, oh yeah, I want to make beautiful music and all of that. Then that way.
Okay, let's get to the realm of learning how to play the piano now. One would say that is one of the most difficult, if you don't understand notes and all of that, it's one of the most difficult instruments to play. Now, talk to us. What does it take to learn the piano?
Let me bust your bubble. I would say it's not difficult to play the piano.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's fine.
It took me a long time, and I still haven't learned it.
So this is it. Just like so many other things, one would think that, it's difficult to become a doctor, it's difficult to become a lawyer, but then there are processes to this thing.
Oh, yeah.
So once you bypass the process, you find out that you're struggling.
Okay.
And probably because of bad tutelage or wrong method of learning and all those kind of things, you find that you get yourself in a block way. And like, this thing is just too difficult, I just can't get it, And I can talk about the piano because it's my field.
Yeah.
There are so many junk teachers who will teach wrongly. So I don't know what you have encountered.
But what's the first thing? What's the first thing to note if you're going to sit in the front of someone like me who doesn't know all of? I don't know what the notes are, the keys are, and all of that. Mine is I like music and so on. But what's the first thing to note if you're sitting down there and you want to learn playing the piano?
The piano itself is so beautifully designed and it's fascinating. You just look at it like, wow, beautiful. But then sitting on the piano, you realize that, there's some kind of, even though the keys look so similar, you notice there's some kind of arrangement and some kind of sequences.
Yeah.
So it would be important for you to, first of all, get familiarized that, okay, can I understand how this thing is arranged? I think that's the first step if you're going to teach anybody, like, okay, how to recognize this different from this, even though they all look similar, but then
we see the black ones and we see the white ones.
Yeah, there's black one. Even the black ones are arranged in groups too.
Yeah.
So you can see that a group of 2 and 3. So that kind of give you an idea of, okay, I think I can put my hand around the 3 black keys or around the 2 black keys, or there's a white key by the set of 3. All those kind of things makes it easy to first of all get to know the piano, that the first approach to it. So, and even for learning too, when I want to start a complete beginner, even a child from 3 years old can learn the piano, I always make sure that they learn, okay, recognize this key is different from this one, the first step, this kind of
Amazing.
We celebrated World Piano Day some days ago, and one is wondering, how do you celebrate the piano?
Considering all of these benefits we've talked about, and the magnificent character of the piano, it's worth celebrating, and what the piano contributes to humanity, in terms of entertaining, in terms of healing, in terms of mood improvement, all of this, so numerous things, and in terms of character, representing different kind of, in fact, piano or music generally is an art.
Yes.
So which kind of represents life, represents nature. So you can depict a stormy weather on the piano.
Yeah.
So you can depict a very joyous moment on the piano the same way, maybe a loss of someone, like a very... So the piano is so vast. So giving us all of these things is worth celebrating, and that's what people used to celebrate, that, this beautiful instrument that gives us this much, it's worth celebrating.
So on the day, how do you celebrate?
Exactly. Nice one.
Yeah, it's a global celebration thing. So different people have different way of celebrating the piano. But then if you're going to celebrate piano, a musical instrument, definitely it's going to be by showcasing its abilities, performances, you organize concerts or maybe seminars, or play piano music, maybe in malls or in concert hall, in various places like that. So it's more like concert celebration per se, and creating awareness, about piano, because piano music, maybe I can say in Nigeria here, there are not much awareness about piano music.
Are you serious?
Yes.
In churches?
That's organ. But then even in churches too, we have various family of keyboard instruments, like I mentioned to you. Okay. So if you want to talk about churches too, you only find the organ in Orthodox churches.
Oh yeah, okay, all right.
So,
Okay. Now,
That's it. It's
and the
clearer
piano
now.
itself is also now further reduced into concert hall, which we don't have so many,
Okay.
Right.
around. In
Okay.
fact, I can boldly say that we have only in Museum Center a standard concert hall, purpose-built concert hall.
But why is that though? Is because we don't understand the power of the music?
I think, first of all, music, and let's say the piano, even though it represents various genres of music, it's associated with Western music. Yeah. So, and Western music and Western tradition, Western culture, even though it has been intertwined into our culture here, we still sound a little bit alien to us.
Yeah.
So it won't get the wide acceptance. Maybe like a juju music or those kind of things. So that is one of the reasons why it is still less appreciated on this side of the world.
All right, so we have to leave the conversation here now, but it's been an interesting one. Oluwatosin Ajayi, pianist from the Museum Center. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.